Come on. Load up. Load. Why isn't it? Whoops. All right. I think we're loaded. I think. Let's see, I do believe we're out here at Everest Harbor. So I think we'll go back. I have never actually mined out here. I don't know what's really available. Maybe we'll just go out to Magna. This looks like that might be an interesting place to mine. Maybe we will. I should be able to spawn it out here. It should be recovered. Anybody want a buggy? Hey, the NPCs are moving. The game must be broke. It's got to be what it is. I'm thinking it's broke. Yeah, I'm not sure what'll be available out here. We haven't researched it much. Just easier to run out of Port Olisar while I'm mining, but I think we'll try something out here. We'll go out to, I think Magda. Because it's an interesting planet. Moon, whatever. Let's see if I can spawn it. Okay, we'll go ahead and claim. Make sure everything's available everywhere. Means it don't cost me nothing. Freelancer, claim it too. Just claim it all. Okay, how come there it is? All right, let's retrieve it.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing.
Being delivered. Hopefully it is. Pad 3. All right. We'll go to pad 3. That'll be the place. Oh, look at this. Even picked the right elevator. The elevator ride. I do believe I started voice attack. I hope I did. Find out here, won't I? I'll find out. Ship is moving around. There it is. We're there. All right. Out here at Everest Harbor. Antea. Ship looks awful dirty for being brand new. I mean, come on. Shouldn't be pockmarked. We're about to find out. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Hey, I did it. Star map.
Activating now.
Let's see. Microtech. I believe Magda's around Orcorp. No, that's Walleye. Should be here, out here. There's Ida, Magda. Let's go to Magda. Let's check it out. See if it's worth mine. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobiGlass.
Alright. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Range.
Thank you. And please
Collecting data.
We are collecting the data again. Do a lot of that. Jump.
Jumping.
Out. Whoa, shit. Did you see that? It reorientated me and flew me right through the station. I thought for sure we were dead. Damn. That was kind of a rush in VR. Kind of a rush. I have no idea where to go. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Range. Range. Oh,
Collecting data.
damn. Okay, we'll go sunshine, at least for a little while. Jump.
Jumping.
Like I said, I don't know what's out here. I didn't research it. I'm just screwing around here, see what we can find. I don't even know what's available on this planet. We'll find out. So, do we do snow and ice, or do we do... Let's do some snow and ice here. Well, this is not going to be good territory to actually mine because it's so mountainous. I mean, it just makes it a pain in the ass. So we may have to go out on the flats here, but we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
We have been accepted. Well, we got a contact right off the bat. Let's see what it is. Might be good shit, might be bad shit. Looks like a rock right there that's mineable. Yep. It's not going to give me a reading. Oh, maybe it is. Nope, not going to work. Mining mode. Mining mode. Sure wish they could get the scanner fixed. Copper. Nothing there that I want. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Not really out here to go find cheap shit. Got a lot of markers here. We got a cluster up here, maybe. Could be hand minables. They're awful light colored. We shall see. They ain't clusters. They don't want them. Hand minables, that is. Set this to 2 by. which looks like mineable stuff. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
We are standing by. Come on. There it goes. A lot of copper, obviously. A lot of copper deposits. Barrel. Come on. Give me a reading. Correct. Diamond. See what we got over the hill. Being picky here, isn't it? Copper. Diamond. Alright, found nothing I want. Come on. Nope. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may
I
now
just may
proceed.
be in the wrong area. I don't know. I say I'm pickier than most. I like to make my runs worthwhile. Just don't want a bunch of crap. Let's go out over the flats, get out of the ice. Here's interesting landscape out here. Interesting landscape. Looks like the wind's picking up. I don't really think the scanning range seems to make much difference on how far it scans. I don't think it's actually in the game. It may be. Somebody ought to ask that question. There's one diamond, two diamonds. I'm not going to get out and mine one diamond. It just ain't going to happen. I don't care what it is. If I can't get ground clusters, I ain't mining it. Some to the left. That rock there looks mineable, but I guess the color's different. So. Interesting landscaping. Should be a contact out here. Whoops, here we might have a cluster. We might have to go out and do this. Alright, how many we got? We got 5 of them. I almost have filled my backpack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. I think 5. Oh, 6. Hope I don't blow it up. This will fill my backpacker really close. My landing mode. Scanning mode. Landing
Accepted.
mode.
You may now proceed. The landing gear is down and
Change view.
locked. Roger that.
Nothing underneath of me. Change view.
Roger that.
Engines off.
Engines are powered down.
Exit seat.
Affirmative.
I don't know what's here. Maybe, could be anything. We'll find out. Doesn't really matter. Hadenite's the most valuable, but I doubt it's not on every planet. Don't know what's here. Let's find out. Okay, we are on the ground. Got boots on the ground. Oh, these are pretty good sized rocks. Well, they're different colors, so it's not Hadenite. Mobile glass. Equip our backpack. Mobile glass.
Open mobile glass.
Equip our backpack and our mining tool. Armor. Torso. Rucksack. Save changes. Weapons. Utility item. Multi-tool. Save changes. Come on. Utility. Attachment. Mining bit. Save changes. You guys get all that? Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile
Okay,
glass.
we are now ready to rock and roll. Oops. How come I'm sucking air? Okay. What do we got? We got aphrite. I've never mined aphrite, so I don't know what the value is. We'll find out when we sell it. A little closer here. We shall find out. Hadenite's the most valuable, so we're not going to make 16.5 with a full backpack, but it may be well worth our time. Come on, back down, back down, back down, back down. Come on. There we go. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a lot more. Come on. A little bit less. Alrighty. Looks it's a green rock instead of a red rock. There we go. Green, I mean a pink rock. Yeah, Hadenite's pink. This is green, looks like. So, never mind this. That I remember anyway. I might have, but we're on a different moon. Like I say, I normally do go out to Daymar because it's just easy to, gotta go back to Olisar to sell anyway. It's easier to sell at Olisar. But we can quantum travel back. I just don't want to mess with having to go through ArcCorp or through Orville to be able to sell ore. Kind of a pain in the ass. A lot of foot traffic to sell there, and I just don't really want to mess with that. That's why I like to sell at Olisar. Guess you could sell at Levski. Think they buy ore? I don't know. We're probably closer to Olisar though. Being we're here, now if we were on the Hurston area moon, well, we are Hurston area moon, aren't we? So we are probably a little closer to Delamar than we are. Whoa! Don't do that. Come on. We're in the green. Well, this one heats up fast, don't it? Server seems pretty good though, so I got a little bit more control today than some days. Server lag and desync does screw you up when you're hand mining. Well, it'll screw you up and even when you're regular mining with your prospector. There's enough clusters here. If I don't blow one up and shatter the stones everywhere, I should fill up my backpack or be really, really close. Stuff almost looks blue, not green. I think it's blue. Got a blue tint to it. Yeah, it's not green. Don't know why it did that. It does that, like as soon as you hit the function key to pick it up, it yeah, it looks like a blue stuff. Like I said, I don't know what it's worth. We're finding out here. That's what alpha's all about. Alpharite. It's probably the gemstones of Aphrodite. Probably powder this up, put it in your drink, make you viral. There you go, viral. It's probably an aphrodisiac. That's what it is. Whoops. Let it get too low there. Come on. Pricklet. Ba-ba-ba. And it is fun to mine in 3D. It's just adds a different dimension. All right, that was 3 of them. We got 3 more to go. Yes, we do. All right. Like I say, this should pretty much fill up the backpack. I've never had the backpack tell me it's full, even when it is. Now, I don't know what the deal with that is. I would think you would get a warning that your backpack's full. Boy, this one's got a really small green area. Look at that. Let's have more instability in the rock. There's a case we could probably back up a little bit to be safer. I don't want to blow myself up. This rock doesn't appear to be as tough as Hadenite to mine, but same token, that's a small green band there, so cool it off. Yeah, I didn't want to be too close to that one because of the small green band, and I didn't really want to blow myself up. Take a rock to the head. Just didn't want to take a rock to the head. So I had a tendency to want to skip back a little bit while it was getting close. Because I have taken a rock to the head. No sense getting myself killed here. I have no idea why it does that. Reaches out and grabs something you're not even lit up on. Okay, we've done 4 of them. Whoops, didn't pick that up. Okay, we've done 4 of them. Let's take a look. See what we got here. 66% on 4. That's about the same. Yep, about the same. Okay, back there is. So that's not really much different than had night as far as the amount you get from a cluster. Not much different. Except it's pretty blue instead of pink, but it will not pay as much. Like I say, there is different values in ore, whether you're hand mining or... This will be all I do because I'm not gonna... Technically, I guess I could take off the backpack and actually get more.
Hey, what's up?
Just out here mining in a different place. I'm out at Magda, I guess, around Hurston. Looks, doing a little hand mining here. Found a cluster of aphrite. So we're giving it a shot. Don't know what it's worth. I do know hadnite's the most valuable material, but I don't know what the value of this is. Find out when we sell it. Just happened to find a 6 gem cluster, so might as well do it. That many, you don't have to get in and out of the ship all the time. Okay, why are not we... Come on, there it is. See, this band is wider on this rock, so obviously instability or something makes a difference. Got more playroom here. Pricklet, cool down a little bit. All right. As soon as we pick all this up, we'll check our backpack. I bet it's full. 6 rocks normally fills it up. We're pretty close. Might be down 1 or 2%. What the hell's that noise? Do you hear that, or is that coming from outside my... Oh, I bet that's coming from outside the house. Sounds like somebody's running a weed eater or something. I'm thinking, somebody drilling into my ship. What the hell is that? You guys probably can't even hear it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, we're full. I have noticed the backpacks never tell you when you're full, so I don't know where they're putting that shit. But you'd think it'd say, backpack full. It tells you when your storage in your ship's, well, I guess, yeah, no, it doesn't. So maybe just something you got to be aware of. Okay, we got a full load of Aphrodite. I don't know what it's worth. We'll find out later.
It's the backpack.
Is it the backpack? I got me a sea creature in there or something? Or is it about to blow up? Okay, now we got to fill up the prospector. Still haven't found anything worth mining as far as I'm concerned. Engine's on.
Engines online.
Still rocks down there, but I don't need them. See, I didn't get all the pieces. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules.
Scanning
Handing
mode.
you the com. Accepted. You may now
I
proceed.
think there was rocks out in this area, maybe. A few question marks, so we'll see what we got here. Yeah, the landscape here on Magda is interesting.
You can pack the materials into a box and then stow it on your ship and then go out to get more.
What box? Can you buy boxes? I mean, I have no workable, as far as I know, I have no workable boxes, storage containers inside the ship.
A box that will appear out of nowhere right now.
Oh. Well, how do I look for it? Is it in my inventory or something? Yeah, that's new to me. I don't know anything about that. Well, there were supposedly question marks out here, but I don't see them now. Just appears it just I'm gonna have to check into that, figure out what's going on there, because yeah, sometimes I find more than one cluster, and I only do clusters. I don't get out of my ship every time.
When you press F, you can make a box from that circle that says it's full.
Really? I'm gonna have to get out of my ship here again and check that out. How much does the box store? I guess I'll find out when I look. Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea. Huh. Yes, I see another cluster. I'm getting out and checking that out.
But you need a cargo grid on your ship to stow the box on.
Yeah, there's no cargo grid on this ship. Can't just set it down on the floor, I take it? That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't think there's any cargo grid here. Another. All I found so far is copper and beryl. Not something I'm going to mine. I mean, if that's all it's on this planet, I'll go ahead and fill up on it, but that means I won't come back out here.
Yeah, you can set it down. But selling it at a cargo display.
Just like your backpack? Okay, I run into another cluster. I'll get out and see if I can make a box. Because that's knowledge I don't have about the game. But that would sure be, well, that'd be nice. Sometimes I actually run into more than one cluster when I'm out. Mining mode. Sure wish they'd fix that scanner. Agri
Well,
2%.
I never used the backpack, but I picked up things and made boxes that I sold.
Huh. 2%. Well, beans, I haven't found nothing here. I really hate to take a 2% rock. Really is not that good. It's really quite poor. I'm going to pass on it just in case I find something better. Such as life. Whoops. Scanning mode. Scanning mode.
Whenever I do a cave mission, I pick up
You may now
things.
proceed.
I'm going to check it out. I mean, especially if I run in, I'll do it right now if I run into another cluster. See if I can. Maybe, you know. Because, yeah, you take Haddonite, it's worth, full backpack's worth 16.5. If I could double that, that's 30K. That's pretty good. Add on top of what I get in the prospector, and as long as I'm selective on the prospector, I can get 75K pretty easy. That'll be a 100K run. I like that. Yeah, there's not much on this planet versus where Daymar, where I normally go. But I may just be in the wrong area too, until you start surveying a planet and checking it out, all the different places you can get down at. You really don't know what's here. I just may be in the wrong area altogether.
Lyria is the moon with a lot of materials.
Lyria is? I pretty much just go after the expensive stuff like Bexelite, Agrium. I don't...
War there this past night with the Argo and 2 others.
Huh. Yeah, I have to be pretty picky in this ship to make a good run. I only hold 32 mining mode, 32 SCU, so it's easy to pick up junk. Mining mode and only do 5 to 10,000. See, I don't want nothing to do with that. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And like I say, the Agrium rock I ran only had 2% in it, so it's not going to be real profitable. Too much inert crap. Mining mode. I sure wish they'd fix these damn scanners so I don't have to switch back to mining. Not that it's that big a deal, it just makes it more time consuming. Come on, read the rock. 1%. See, Bexelite, most valuable material mining, and it's only got 1% of rock in it and 5% diamond. That's going to have so much crap in it, it's just not worth mining it to me. Come on, rock. Read. Come on. Nope. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I know, I'm too picky. I mean, it's not like there's not plenty of shit here to mine. And if you had more, if I had more capacity, or if I could even filter stuff, you know, like dump the inert after I collect it. But I don't even know if they're still going to do that in the game on this prospector, whether we'll be able to sort through shit. I mean, originally when I bought it, we were supposed to be able to. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
But they change everything so often that, you know, what was true is no longer true. A lot of copper out here. And like I say, if I could carry nothing but material, instead of so much inert, but those rocks just don't have much value to them. And the time you get half a 30-year load with inert material, it's just not worth collecting right now. My scanning mode. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Voice attack sure doesn't like it when I mince my words. I will admit the terrain here is interesting. I didn't even pulse. Shame on it. Ran into a dry spot. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the box that you can create. That sounds like that would be pretty handy. That's it right there. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
It's not it. Yeah, it is.
I had 2 boxes at the most so far.
Yeah, if I could say I'm gonna check it out and try it because. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just not having good luck. Scanning mode. So I've never been out here
Accepted.
before.
You may now proceed.
So I don't know what to expect. But all it really takes is one good rock to make it worth your while in a prospector. If I can get a good piece of high percentage of agrium or brexilite or something, it makes up for all the searching. Just never know. And of course, searching is part of mining. Like I say, I could have filled this thing up 50 times already if I'd just take anything. I just, not the way I mine. It's alright when you're learning to get used to it, but once you get more comfortable, it's silly to sit there and take stuff that, and like I say, I don't have enough capacity to be mining stuff like copper and tungsten. I just don't have the capacity. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Yeah, if I had the capacity, of course, the more you carry, the more you make on certain items. Come on, rock. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I've got 2 out this direction. Mining mode.
Affirmative.
Sure
Stand
wish
by.
they'd get our scanner fixed. It's supposed to give us what's in these rocks. Mine does very seldom. Once in a while it'll pop up. But nope. Say a lot of copper. in high percentages, you know, a lot of rocks over 20% copper. If you had a mole, you'd probably make a little bit of money. Carry 3 times as much. But scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Like I say, 32 SCU and a prospector, you're not going to make, I bet you don't make 10K. See, it just won't read. It scans it, but doesn't give you any of the information. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Too much igneous rock. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Come on, you were out here. Where'd you go? Oh, I saw another one out here. I guess not. Yeah, see, I might have just went to the wrong area. I've noticed that planet areas, some of them are good, some of them are bad. So I actually got warped down to the planet around Perryman. That may have been a mistake. I may have picked the wrong area. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Yeah, quartz, diamond. Could say there's good diamond on this planet. I've noticed. If you're like once again, if you have a mole, you can carry so much of it, you make quite a bit of money. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Looks like it right there, maybe. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
That looks like a turn off. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
See, one thing about the question marks when they show up, they don't seem like to come back. Should be right on top of it. It's probably a diamond. I want a diamond. Just one. If there was a cluster, I'd get out and try the box. Let's go get the diamond. I mean, let's go get the question mark. It's over the other side of the hill, isn't it? Small cluster, a couple rocks. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Alright, we're in quartz now instead of copper. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Of course, the one I want's probably the one I'm not getting. Only two. Just being difficult today, that's all. Hopefully I'm not going in a circle. I don't think I am, but you can never tell. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Come on, I know you're a rock. Okay. Mining mode. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Can you scan ships with your scanner?
Yes, they will pick up ships, space stations. In fact, most ships will scan. Now this will scan mineral deposits. Most ships won't scan mineral deposits. They will scan space though. So every ship has a scanner on it. Well, I think every ship has a scanner on it, but they're limited to what they will scan for. Like I say, yeah, you have to have a mining ship, I do believe, to be able to scan for minerals. But like if I was out in space and looking for somebody, I could actually scan in a normal ship looking for somebody. Stealth ship or something. It wouldn't normally show up for you, but you could scan it and get it to show up.
I do hope that SIG will implement scanner upgrades soon.
Yes, I think that's a big part of the gameplay, that we should have choices. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Damn, still quartz. That's a gem. Looks like the terrain's different over here.
So that I can have a scanner on my freelancer that
We
finds
shall launch.
materials. Or
I
at
don't
least
know.
on my exploration freelancer the DUR.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they will. Make it so you can do that. There's a cluster there. All right, we got a whole cluster of rocks here. Let's see what we got. Maybe we'll get lucky on one. Terrain's different here, so maybe the Rocks are different. Quartz still. Everything's quartz. I have no idea why gold would be with quartz, but that one's copper. Yeah, I should have looked up what was available on this planet.
Otherwise it's kind of useless as a scout for a mining company.
Yeah,
Having
well,
to fly out in a mining ship to do that. Could be better used mining than just scanning.
well, that's true. But you know, they have so many, SIG has gotten real big on single purpose ships. You know, used to be they talked about modularity, but that's pretty much a thing of the past now. Now they're making single use ships. Like I say, everything was supposed to be so modular. But they found they could make more money, I think, by making single use and making people, damn, it's only got 1%, that's not worth it. Yeah, unfortunately.
The modularity will be in when there is a purpose for it.
Yes. Well, you know, they're, like I say, I don't, they say so many things and they just kind of drop it, don't say nothing about it again. I think most of it's wishful thinking. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I mean, you were supposed to be able to buy one ship and make it do several different things. Even the small ships, take a ship like the Avenger. It was supposed to be, you could put, you know, you could haul cargo in it, you could do bounties with it, you could do EMP with it, and now you have to buy the separate ships because they won't do the modularity. That way they get to sell 3 ships versus 1. And, you know, a fraction of the price for the...
At the moment the game is still too early in the alpha state for that. We need to get more gameplay in before that thing.
Well, okay, now you take the... Well, yeah, we don't have true bounty hunting yet. We have kill. We can't, you know, they claim it's right around the corner. Mining mode, that we can drag a prisoner to your cells. Mining mode. But when that actually gets in the game, you know, who knows. Okay, now we're getting shell deposits, so that's a good sign. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I think that's the first shell deposit I have discovered. So we might find some irium or brexolite out here.
The Crusader planet was removed from the roadmap.
Yes.
So gas and cloud tech will not be implemented yet.
No, that does not necessarily mean that. They could put the gas and cloud tech in and then just, they had trouble building the station. And I don't see how they're going to make it work. The servers, the game engine's already overloaded with content. It may be a case there's just no way they can make it work until they get the servers. You know what I mean? Server meshing in. I mean, they've already got the game engine overloaded. The only way they're going to add more stuff in it without a total rework of the game engine is to get server meshing to work, and then I'm not even sure how well that'll work. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand
I
by.
mean, every time they add something now, they almost have to take something out, unfortunately. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You
I
may
mean,
now
take
proceed.
the last patch. They added a few items, and they took out interdiction. That's no longer in the game. They have to make room for, you know what I mean? They have to make room. Every time they add something new, they have to take something out or turn it off. I think it's just a matter of the game engines. If they got everything shoved in there, they can shove it at the moment. Mining mode. Now, I don't know that that's a fact, but it's the way it acts. Just because of their, you know, they keep taking shit out that they've already put in. Come on. Arrgh. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Yeah,
I think I just went to the wrong area of the planet. That's what I did.
The OCS and the SOCS will have to be optimized. We need the eye catch as well.
Yeah, and it didn't make such, you know, they claimed how much difference it was going to make, and it really didn't make much of a difference. Not like they were talking. They were claiming before they got it in the game how great it was going to be and how much it was going to fix everything. Well, it didn't fix it. Like I say, I just, even optimizing it, I don't know that they're going to, you know, usually when you optimize one item, it doesn't really gain that much. I mean, you get a gain out of it, but mining mode. But I'm not a programmer either. I'm just going by what past games have happened.
The SOCS is only for the background things and the NPCs.
Yes. And obviously it wasn't getting as much interference as they claimed it was. It's supposed to filter out stuff that's not in your area. And you also have to remember, we only have 50 people on a server. It's not like these servers are loaded with people. Not like a normal game. A normal MMO, not a normal game. You only have one person. Mining mode.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I don't really know what it'll take. I know they've gotten problems, but and as far as I'm concerned, the bad news is Amazon gave up on the engine as far as an MMO. That's not a good sign. Amazon's got a lot more money than Chris Roberts has. And that's what I'm wondering about. You know, Amazon said it just ain't
My
gonna work.
FPS went up a bit with OCS.
Yeah, but we're talking...
when I enter an area like Hurston or Levski, it drops. But I know Levski is a much older asset now.
Yes. I don't have a problem personally with Levski. I mean, it does, my frame rate drops, but it doesn't drop enough for me to even notice it. Unless, you know, bad server, it does. You know, it can drop pretty hard if the server goes bad. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
But Lorville, Arcorp, Levski really doesn't affect me much. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
I'm just having no luck. Like I say, I should have checked the website and seen what was actually on this planet. But like I say, you never know where you go in until you get used to, you know the area.
I got a really good internet connection.
Yeah.
But when I look at other players, they seem to be dancing around all the time.
Yes. Like I say, I've got a ping that's half of what everybody else's is, and everybody's always dancing. Now, I think that's more server desync than anything. You know what I mean? Which tells you everybody's not on the same wavelength. Scanning mode. Yeah, well, you shouldn't be seeing that, but you do. Very seldom do I see somebody not dancing around. Alright, oops, we're going to be careful here. I'm going to smack into that. Well, I'm doing an awful lot of looking. Can't believe.
Well, I had real good FPS gameplay back in 2.6 and so on with no dance.
Well, yeah, it was much better, but you know there was nothing in the game then either. Frame rates were much better. Look at this cluster of rocks. Yeah, there was so much less in the game. The more they've added, the worse they've butchered the frame rate. I mean, hell, when 3.0 came out, look how bad it was. Frame rate was terrible. And they've had some patches since then. Well, when 3.0 came out, which was their SOCSC, look how bad the frame rate was. They had to patch it to get it to work. I mean, they made it really bad. People had better frame rates than 3.7. They added the tech and it got worse. Mining mode.
Affirmative, stand by.
Come on, you know that's rock. Maybe it's the rock on the other side. Just disappeared, I guess. Huh. All those rocks just disappeared? Is that it? Well, ain't this a bitch? Scanning mode. No,
Accepted.
there's
You may
still
now
rocks.
proceed.
Mining mode.
Affirmative, stand by.
Little server hitch there, perhaps. Now it's lighting up. Little server hitch. A lot of rocks here, not one of them any good. Oh, now that's not bad. I prefer 9-10%, but I will bust this one. Yep, I'll go after this one at 7%. I'll get some decent pieces out of it anyway. Yeah, 7.71%. It won't be too bad. I love it when I find pieces of aggregate that have 25% in it. But they're pretty rare. But I usually go after 9-10%. But being as I haven't found a whole lot, I'll go ahead and take 7-8%. And who knows, it may break where I get nothing but 100% pieces, and then it'll be very valuable. Whoa, get away from me, rock. Trying to kill me. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
Okay, where's the good piece? Yeah, real little bitty, that figures. Alright. I'll still get a good piece out of it, maybe. Oh, sure, go behind the rock. Maybe not. 82%, that's not too bad. Prefer 100%, but obviously I didn't get that. Want that piece. I want that piece. Got one piece out of 82%. Not real good. No other ones laying down there. So. Okay, one of these had a high percentage. Okay. Take this one, see what we get. Come on, back off, prick. Nope. Almost a 100-piece rock, 100%. Not all agrium, though. Alright, let's see. Didn't really get much, 17% of the load. High percentage at least, but see, this one only got 4%. But, well, we'll break it and see if we can get a good piece out of it. See how it breaks. It's possible I can still get a good piece. But it won't be much. But might get one good piece. See how it breaks. This one's gonna be tough too. I mean, I do have a helix head, so. Not like I got enough, don't have enough head on it. I notice it's graphical glitching, but I don't know if that's just doing that in my headset or it's actually doing it on in the game itself. It might just be a headset thing. Sometimes when you got it in 3D, you get graphical glitches you normally don't see or don't show up. See how it broke. Tiger tame. Well, somewhere there's got to be an aggregate piece. 45%, got a good break. What that piece under there? I only got one piece out of it, but still, I'm going to get a good piece out of it. We break it again. I think. So it was worth breaking. Or like I say, you never know how it's going to break. Sometimes they break the right direction for you.
Don't take this the wrong way. But I just figured out why it feels hard to watch your stream.
Why?
It's the VR small movements that makes my eyes flicker all the time.
Ah, my head tracking. Yes, it's very responsive, and yes, I can see where that would, only way I could fix it is if I screwed up my head tracking in game. I understand what you're saying, that yes, you're seeing the small movements I make. That actually makes quite a bit of sense. I wonder what I could do to smooth that out without messing up in-game tracking. I'll have to look into it. I'll see, I'm not going to take that.
But when you hold your head still, the image still moves a little.
Does it really? I wouldn't think it would do that. I'll have to check it out. I've never really paid much attention, but I wouldn't think it should do that. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now
Now
proceed.
see there, it kicked in and worked. Alright, that's all around here. Isn't that something that I'm not even looking at nothing? Now it's working. Huh. Ain't that something?
There is just a slight vibration to it. If that is a word I can use to describe it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Is it all the time or just when I'm mining? Because when I actually have the laser on, it screen shakes, and I can actually turn that off. If it's only doing
It's
it when
because you use the VR, so yes, it's all the time.
Okay. But even still, I wonder if that would make a difference. Let me try turning off screen shake. I have it on, and I really don't care. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. Let's see, I gotta restart the controller here. I wonder if that would... Come on, controller, turn on. There it is. You know, somewhere in here we have a screen shake setting.
But I only noticed it like after quite some time.
Global camera shake. Let's turn that off, see what happens.
It disappeared when you opened the menu.
Fine, it's done.
Maybe, we'll see if that, well then maybe this will work. Yeah, the menu is a flat, closed screen, of course. See if that makes any difference. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
The screen shake is now totally turned off. Come on. You're not going to let me read this rock? Doesn't appear to, does it? There it goes. Boy, look how close I am. Diamond.
No, it's still the same.
Still the same?
I think it's just an effect of you simply breathing and living.
It may be. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
It may be. But I will look into it, and I will see if I can do anything about that. There may be a way I can alleviate it. Mining mode.
As I said last time I watch your stream, I use the webcam to control my head movements in game, so I guess if you were to watch me, you would notice that.
Yeah, like I say, and there may be some way to dampen that. Like I say, I don't know offhand, but I will look into it and see if there is. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now
It
proceed.
looks like it ought to be a cluster. It's probably not. Nope. But yeah, unlike the webcam, this...
The so-called dead zone of the head tracking, perhaps.
There's no dead zone in this. I mean, I move my head and it moves, even a little bit. It's very precise, and I suppose, well, sensitivity will kill the head tracking. May be able to dampen it. Yeah, it's very responsive. And yes, it doesn't take but a fraction of a movement. You know what I mean? And let's be realistic. Unless I put my chin on the desk and held it still, I'm still going to move. It's going to move my head. My head's going to move. You're right, just by breathing. And I can see where that would transfer in. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Because yeah, it is very, very responsive. Now I can turn down the responsiveness, but it kind of ruins the head tracking in game. I mean, you know what? Because then I got to move my head quite a bit to get any, you know what I mean?
It's so cool how it works, and it must be a real experience to use.
Yes, like I say,
so it does not matter.
It's like it's actually like I'm in the cockpit looking around. It's really just, you know, I'm you know, you're sitting at a desk, you move your head left and right, you see instantly, and that's exactly what it does in game. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I mean, yeah, it's really, the head tracking when I'm running like this is just really amazing. And don't get me wrong, I have things to compare it with, because I have Tobii eye tracking, and let me tell you, Tobii eye tracking is good, but it's nothing like the head tracking you get in VR. Mining mode. I mean, I use Tobii all the time in different games, but this is far superior. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And you're right. The head tracking is probably the most important feature in running it in VR, because the immersion you get. The second
Which
nicest,
version of the Oculus is it you got?
This is the S. So you're looking at the resolution in the S is 1440p. You might as well figure it. I run the game at 1440p. I only stream it at 1080. It downscales it to 1080. Saves on bandwidth and less load on the computer when I'm running games. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
But yeah, this is the S. And I love the inside-out tracking. I've got a regular S. I mean, I've got a regular Rift. And I just love this. That, you know, it's just as good as the tower, the lighthouse tracking, and you don't have to mess with it. Worried about them getting hit, moves. You know what I mean? So I really love the inside-out tracking on it. And the Cosmos, they claim they have tracking problems with it. It's really susceptible to light and stuff, and so I'm not interested. The Cosmos is, you know, twice the money, but if the head tracking doesn't work as good, or the inside out tracking, I'm not interested. And so far, all the reviews I've read about the Cosmos, the feature that is not up to snuff is the inside out tracking. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may
And
now
the index
proceed.
is just too expensive. I mean, it may be really, really nice and all that stuff. I'm just not going to pay $1,000. You know, it's just not in my. It's not in my budget. I do miss the superior sound quality from the regular Rift. The sound in the Rift S is not near as good because they use open bud ear, you know, sound. And yes, you can wear headsets over this, but it's really just a pain in the ass. Put your headset on, then put your headphones on, and then when you're done, you gotta take your headphones off and take the, you know, so just too big a hassle. But the resolution, 1440p, it's really good. Like I say, it looks the same to me as it does on your monitor as far as resolution. It has a light screen door effect. All VR headsets do. Some of them are a lot worse. The original Vive, the original S have a bit more of a screen door effect. This one's very, very light. You really have to look for it. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
And I understand the Cosmos and the Index don't have very much of a screen door effect. Scanning mode, same as the Rift S. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
But see, just like going over the ground, like I'm right here, I get up, you know, the faster you go, the more you notice it. You actually feel like you're in a car, you know, in a very fast car, because it fools your brain. It's the immersive part of it is what's so much fun. And if you can't get enough frame rates and you don't get it set up right, it will give you motion sickness. It'll make you sick. People think that's, no. It will make you sick.
Well, it's supposed to fool you.
Yes, it does. It fools your body into thinking it should be doing something it's not. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
I'm not going to find another rock, am I? Oh, I will eventually. But... Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
But yeah, you feel like I'm flying around here this close to the ground. I can feel the movement, you know, my body thinking I should be leaning, and, you know, it's telling me, you know, look out and all this stuff. And like I say, that's part of the fun, I think. And you figure right now I'm probably going along the ground like this. The game is probably running about 50 frames per minute. Change view. Mining mode. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
But my headset is running at 80, 85. There was another rock over here. Scanning mode. I thought there were two together.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And that's the key to get the game set up where your headset runs at max resolution, max frame rate. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Oh, you know, part of that might be coming from I stream at 30 frames per second. I wonder if that has anything to do with that jitter. Where you're actually, you know what, the game itself is running more than that. I wonder if that has anything to do with that, where you're noticing it so much. Because it's actually dropping frames to be able to run it at 30 frames per second, isn't it? If I'm running more than that in the game. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Because yeah, I'm only streaming at 30 frames per second. So to do that, I would think it needs to drop
I think
frames.
it's as I said. It's mostly cause of you talking, breathing.
Just moving. Yeah, there's just no way I can hold my head perfectly still. And yeah, see, I notice just a little head movement. It's moving. Make no mistake about it.
That's why I call it a vibration.
Yeah, and that's probably exactly what it acts like. It's probably a very good description of it. But now that you've said that, see, now I'll look at the next stream. I'll look at one of the streams, and I will see if I notice it. And I probably will. But see, I'm so used to playing with it, I don't notice it at all. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Oh, come on, Rob. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Spending a lot of time here on Magda, not finding but one rock, 2 rocks to bust. Probably not the best. Like I say, this is a big planet, big moon. I probably just picked the wrong area. Would be my guess. This looks like it's going to be a diamond, I bet. It's not even showing up now that I'm out here. Yep, diamond. Pretty right. I was. Big rock on the right, or it's a diamond again. Right. That one just disappeared. Guess not. It's a little bitty rock over there. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Now I'm interested to see their bad consumables for mining. Now I'm interested to see what they're actually for. What are they going to improve about mining? I mean, they can't change the composition of the rock. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
I have not found any rock I cannot fracture with this helix mining head, although lesser mining heads there are rocks you can't do. Maybe that's the case, or to make lesser mining heads work. But I don't know what possibly they could do to improve this mining head with a consumable. So I will be interested to see. Something else supposed to be added 3.9. People talk about everything else, but aren't we supposed to be able to eat things? Put food in the game? I think that's part of it. Another cluster. I have to start worrying about my fuel here. That's a nice cluster. Well, there's a rock out here. I don't see it. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may
Down
not
to
proceed.
60%. It's not too bad. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may not proceed.
Don't want to run me out of fuel here. Oh, we got a dust storm up here or something? Damn it. Whoa. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may not proceed.
Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may not proceed.
Yeah, looks like the wind's starting to blow out there. Okay, this one I bet is a rock, the other one's a gem. Difference in colors, a lot of light shading. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Come on. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may not proceed.
Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Ooh, Terranite, but it's only 1%. You know what? We're having such bad luck. I'm going to go ahead and bust it. Maybe I can get a decent piece out of it. Terranite's more valuable than agrium. Very low percentage, though. Oh, gotta get pretty close, though. Yeah, I'm not going to get rich on this trip. That's for sure. Gimbals. Gimbals.
Actioned.
It didn't really go up that much. Yeah, it didn't split good. I wanted it all to split in the same piece, and it didn't. Split in two different pieces. So, alright. This is the best one. We'll try it. I say, not good. Not good at all. Unless it knocks out all the inert. And it could. Could get lucky. Wow. Okay, that's just not even worth picking up. 6%? No, I ain't bothering. Okay, we're wasting our time. Wasted our time. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Yeah, that wasn't even begin to worth picking up. 6% rock. Phew, I don't care what it's worth. It's not worth it if it's Brexolite. Not worth picking up. All inert. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Have a good day.
Okay.
I got to make some dinner.
Uh-oh.
Coupling.
Thanks for watching. Couple.
Coupling.
Is there a rock up here? Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Yep. Scan it. Scanning mode. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
It's not having a lot of luck. I have got a little, not much. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Come on, pick it up. You're just trying to make it difficult, aren't you? Come on. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
It's not reading any of these rocks. None of them. So I take it they're not really here. Even though it says they're here, they're not here. Well, that was going to work. Oh, Terranite, 7%. We might get a piece out of this. Maybe. So we're not having a whole lot of luck. Alright, hopefully we got a good break. 12%, that's not bad. Ooh, that's a real good piece back there. Okay, let's get this one out of my way. Only 1.8%. Let's bust this one back here before I take any of that. Got a healthy bust out of that brick. Yes, sir, we did. Not a great piece. We're not going to make a ton of money, but we're going to do all right. Because anything else here would turn on. This is a good piece we can finish off on. High percentage of tungsten, so. And we'll head back and sell. Huh. Probably do it. Okay, mining mode.
Affirmative.
Okay,
Stand by.
we're full of all we can carry. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
We go. I don't know how good we did, but we range. Range.
Collecting data.
See a marker anywhere. Know what area we're in. Let's see. Okay, we're still fairly close to Perry, man. I'll try a different area. Let's see if there's anything back here. What the hell's going on here? Change view.
Roger that.
Why is it doing that? Change view.
Roger that.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Shouldn't have absolutely nothing to do with that. Nothing else in range. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Huh. Star map.
Activating now.
Close star map.
Affirmative.
Cruise control. Why is it
Affirmative.
not letting me turn when I'm in? Huh. I've never seen it do that before. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Jump.
Jumping.
Change view.
Roger that.
Fully loaded. Change view. Change view. No, we didn't get rich today. Change view.
Roger that.
But we tried a different place, new area. Like I say, we I don't know, we might have made 40K on the ship, maybe 30. Don't know what Aphrodite is worth, but we do have a full backpack of it. That's not what he said. Yeah, you contact them telling you want to buy one of those, they'll probably sell it to you. Regardless of not showing it for sale. They greedy. They greedy. Well, go to Lorville. They'll take care of your crime stat. Yeah, grenades are more dangerous to you than they are to your competition. Almost there. It's only 1 o'clock. I thought it was later or not. Oh. Cool her down. Range.
Collecting data.
Ooh. Don't have to jump out to dumb fuck Egypt. Jump.
Jumping.
Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
Close bubble glass.
Placing motor glass.
Landing platform.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
We're taking a scenic route.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Power down. Power down.
Powering down.
Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Whoops, controller turned off. Turn it back on. Mr. Carrick. I'm half off my ladder. Alright, let's see what the damage is. Not all that good. I took a long time to do it. But I did make a profit of something. Don't know how much, but I didn't lose no money. That's the key. Don't lose no money. See how much a full backpack of this Aphrodite is worth. Okay, full backpack Aphrodite. Aphrodite's only worth 9.1k. Huh. Okay, not a good place to go hand mining. But 10k is 10k. Okay, let's see how bad it was. Did we get to 40 maybe? Maybe did we get to 40? Oh, better than I thought we did. Damn. Did better than I thought we did. You mean to tell me I have no... Oh, 26% inert. See now, if I could have just got that down farther. I'll be damned. Ha! Much better than I thought I did. I thought I did 40. Didn't think I found that much. So not bad. That's 50, 60. We made 60k on that run. Not a great run, but could have been a lot worse. Someplace new. Wasn't great, but it wasn't god-awful either. Alright, whoops. I better claim this shit before I log out. We're going to log out, take a breather. We've been on here a while. Okay, Prospector. Claim. That's what we're going to do. I ain't going to bother to refuel it because if I don't claim it 10 to 1, the next time I go to use it, it won't spawn and I have to go out to Levski and spawn it again. So we're done now. We're going to call her quits for now. Not too bad. 60k. Can always be better. Can always be worse. So we'll take it.